7th. And we have written notice of our monthly meeting today, May 26th, here at the library. Happy to see some of us here in person. So we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. And we can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We'll go now to our next item, which is the roll call. Angie?
Yes, ma'am. Sandra Cabezas Ayala.
Present.
Mary Páez.
Present.
Robert Ortiz. Absent. Maribel Valdez Rodriguez. Absent. Angélica Salinas.
Present.
Rosa María Cidellano.
Present.
Delvina Pérez.
Present.
Esmeralda Rodriguez. Absent. Rafael Romo.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Citizens' comments? Do we have any? None. None. Okay. Now we go to the minutes. The minutes, please take a few minutes to review. They're in your packet, or some of you might have received them in your packet online. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes?
I so moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Rosa María Llano. And do I hear a second? Is there a second to approve? A second, okay. Ms. Perez? Perez seconds motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? You're opposed, Melly?
No.
Okay. All right.
I meant to say aye.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Did you cut your hair?
No, I
Okay.
I have it in a bun. This is a quick and fast way for the morning.
Yeah. Okay. So the motion passed. The minutes have been approved as written. Thank you so much. Next, we go to communications and announcements.
I do just have one. We do have a librarian vacancy, and we are being allowed to open it, and we are recruiting for it. And this is the librarian 3 for technical services.
Okay, library. And what is the deadline for hiring?
There is no deadline. We just opened it.
Okay.
And well, usually for librarians, the application starts low incoming, hopefully we'll get some.
Okay, so as soon as you get enough applications, then you
We'll
can start.
start the interview. Yes.
Okay. That's good, it's not a frozen,
Yes, I asked, it's kind of like,
yes. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. That's good to hear. Items for discussion and possible action.
none at this time.
No action, okay. Staff reports.
As far as an update, I'm sorry, but I still don't have any direction for reopening. I think there's a real strong possibility that we'll probably open sometime in June. Hopefully. We do have a new directive from the city manager, which follows the governor's executive orders, and that masks are no longer required in city facilities for individuals that are fully vaccinated. Of course, we cannot ask if they are. They are going to give us some signage in which they highly recommend, highly encourage mask wearing for those who are not vaccinated. They're also going to be highlighting the severity of illness if you are not vaccinated and you do. But for that, I mean, I think we can still continue once we do open to the public, where we could still continue with social distancing, of course, sanitation. I still don't know if we're going to be, I don't think we're going to be able to take temperatures or require masks. I mean, we'll make them available if they want them. We can have some.
Because this is a state facility or a city,
No,
you have to follow the governor's.
the governor, and he said no municipality or state government.
Yes.
Right.
But I think, with all respect, that I, as a mother and a grandmother, I wouldn't feel safe
Mhm.
bringing my grandchildren because, I mean, you highly encourage masks to those who are not vaccinated, but the ones who are not vaccinated are the ones that don't want to wear masks either.
Right.
So how do we know? And we cannot make sure
That
they are, and we have little children, without masks.
And it is as the governor put it, so it's up to the person.
Right,
And what they want.
With all due respect, again, I don't agree. I do not agree
No,
with
and
that
there's some of
mandate
us that don't.
at all, because to me, as a grandmother, little ones, the little
Yeah,
ones.
and
that
then summer's coming and, all the kids are gonna be out.
Yes,
They're not gonna be, as safe as they are in school because that's where
right.
they
In
wear
school,
the
they are
masks and all.
required masks
Yeah.
unless they are
No,
not.
they're not gonna be required to wear masks.
But right now they are, right?
They are.
Well, I don't know why, but the CDC he's not following CDC guidelines. That's not what the CDC guidelines say,
Oh,
as far as I know.
Yeah.
As far as I know. So I don't know why is he doing that? I mean, to me, that's going over and above what science says.
Mhm.
And to me, I don't know, again, with all due respect,
No, and.
I have to say my mind.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
what
open
we
my-
can do,
yeah.
other than continue with
Yes.
sanitizing and cleaning and
Yeah.
constant.
I just have a little concern, Maria, and for you all and for your staff, that you still don't have direction right now. The month is over. It's
We don't think they'll tell us, okay, you're here, open. No, they'll give us some time to get
so
ready.
probably not until
And we're ready.
June.
I mean, we
Yeah.
feel that we prepared as much as we can for when the doors are open. So
I just feel that, I don't want them to just tell you, okay.
if it happens, we're ready.
Okay,
think we
well,
are.
that's good.
And because also you cannot ask them
No.
if they're vaccinated and they are not, they don't have to tell
But I
you.
mean, we can offer it if you want, we have those disposable masks that they
Yeah.
would want.
Yeah, I wish you could add.
As a courtesy to
requirement.
others, please wear a mask if you're not, you
Right.
cannot even.
Something like that.
I mean,
I'm sure.
I would say, as a courtesy to other people, please wear a mask. The governor has said no, but as a courtesy to others.
Well, Well, maybe not the worst, but
Something like
it's,
that.
highly encouraged if you're not just, and, the consequences
Because
of not
we
wearing.
know the governor has said no,
Mhm.
but as a courtesy to others.
Please. And I have staff that says, I'm fully vaccinated, but I'm gonna wear mine.
Yeah, and we do, I mean, I do it. I'm not gonna stop wearing.
We're just gonna
Right,
continue
right.
wearing them until no one is vaccinated.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
I'm
Because
like-
if you go to HEB, they require masks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a private business.
that's
But those are
they require
businesses.
masks. If you go,
a lot of,
a lot of
stores
them.
and restaurants and all that, you just take it off.
But they're not, they're not state run.
Yes, yes, and it's, I think.
They have,
With
there
all
is
respect, I want to be respectful, I don't want to be a rebel, but I do want to say what I
what is
think.
your
Yeah.
concern?
But I think I am entitled to my opinion,
Yes, ma'am.
and my opinion does not agree
As long as we have government.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I don't agree with what he's saying.
There is one, at airports and transits and that they
Yeah.
can still require. it.
Yes,
Still.
yes, and I know, buses and,
Planes.
yes, buses and airplanes,
Mhm.
but no. As a mother and grandmother,
I'm not
again,
disagreeing.
Well, let us know, Maria, when you're gonna open. Yeah, because our next meeting's not till the end of the month, and that way at least you can send us an email and say, we're already all functioning, we're opening, and just to let us know. Just-
And the rec centers are also on standby also because
Yeah.
they
I'm just afraid of a backlash.
It is scary.
It is scary that with the summer and all the kids congregating and,
But we'll see, give it a month or more. and
Yeah.
see.
Oh, yeah, the numbers going, we were,
Numbers, yeah.
remember we were in double digits and I was back to triple digits
Cases.
on the COVID case.
Hopefully
not
not.
really.
Yes.
In Nuevo.
Uh-huh.
Was it?
We're back to triple.
Oh, yes, was it that, yeah.
Yeah.
We have,
And then we were double and just in the last month, we
Yeah,
went up
was it
to
the past 2, 3 days? It was really, yeah.
So what does that tell you? That
Yes.
people are not taking care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm thinking whether to go to the Kinnage. Because everything's gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah,
there
no, I would.
With, and.
Not
and
enough.
us. And I don't
Unless it's outside.
see, it's not gonna be outside, it's inside.
It's inside.
And
Okay, well, thank you for that report, Ms. Solis. Anything else?
No, not under update. Under B, the programs and services, again, you do have that in your packet. And these are all the summer programs that we're gonna be having. So we're gonna have some for children, some for teens, and even some for adults. I'm excited about the gardening club.
Oh,
That is something new, so.
The Chris Craft Show. It's nice.
there is a gardening club.
It's the very last page, because I saw them something.
And of course, our Father's Day point.
Yes, I invite you to come.
Oh, I have to say, I joined, yes, I was able to join the session for Mother's Day. Oh, my God, I was crying. They had me in tears because, oh, wow, that one lady that read hers at the end.
Oh, the one like, yes, that was my student. My son.
Oh, my
Yes.
God, I got a knot in my throat.
My
and I was
student
like,
and to be.
experience. I
And
commend-
I told them that
commend you.
when I used to do it in school, I would say, I would take a whole day prior to, little therapy.
No, that was so much. I enjoyed it. I
That-
enjoyed it and it got me to thinking also as a mother,
Yeah,
it was
there's-
amazing. I recommend it. I don't know,
And
but Father's Day.
I never did Father's Day because it was in June.
Yeah, so you're out of school.
The kids were already out of school. And Mr. Lara, one of my principals at Cigarroa would say, why don't you do for Father's Day? So I would do a big, shindig for Mother's Day. So well, Father's Day is in June.
It's my allergies. I see one business.
Anyway, it's harder to write for fathers because there's a lot of students that don't have fathers.
Yes.
For many reasons.
Yeah.
And that's a very, touchy, that's a very touchy subject. So I would have to get more, You know, like forgive your father, you know, they're only human, something like that. And, you know, they're human and
And
not
it makes you
everybody.
think about
Yes,
all these
yes.
situations that are around us and all these things that we don't stop and think, thinking of the children when they go to school and some teachers, they're misbehaving or their attitude is because what they just went through an ordeal,
Right,
with the
right.
mother or with the father or they got hit or
Yes.
whatever. It's so
Many,
important.
many of our kids in our schools, you know, are,
No, I can tell you.
I
some
don't want to say
stories.
50%, but I mean,
A lot.
but a lot, 30, a good chunk, a good
They
percent.
go through a lot
Uh,
before they even get to the
A
school
father.
that morning.
Yes, don't have a father at home.
Safely, we can say it's over 50%.
You think so?
I think, if they're not,
They're not present in the children's life.
Right.
single parents,
So
Yeah.
the C's.
It is, it's very
So it is very difficult, so it's gonna be very difficult. The month prior to Mother's Day in April, one student from Alexander got up and read something about the father, remember? The father who got abandoned.
Well, the last one.
The last one.
Mine is different. She
Yes.
And I thought, we thought about it. I should think how.
Yeah, because we were all saying
She was
the
very,
things about the
very
mothers.
upset.
Thank God for mothers. And then this one, she said, I forgive you, but she was forgiving her. She said, I forgive you for this and for that. And I forgive you. She said, she was my student and her sister was my student and I didn't know. I mean, I talked to the parents, they were nice people. And so you never know what's going on in the lives of your students.
Yeah.
Like that.
But it was very, very interesting.
Very
And
touching.
thanks for doing that
Yes.
and commend you
And-
because it's a lot of work. I know you have to prepare
Roxanne knows.
and
it's a lot.
yeah,
Thank you
prepare.
to
But
Roxanne.
everybody that participated was like really, enjoying it. And even the people that read their poems and Mr.
Lopez. Armando Lopez is so good.
It was his birthday.
I like that. See. And, yeah,
No, so
He's very good.
I'm so glad that I joined.
yes, thank
They
you.
already
And
sent me the- you
I-
already sent me the link for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need more people that Delvina come join us. We need
I'm
more
very
people.
hopeful. I like both.
No,
What
it
day is
doesn't-
it
it
on?
doesn't matter, you're not.
I know I got it, but when is it, ma'am?
It's in June 8th.
June
June 8th.
8th. Let's see, am I gonna
It's
be in
right
time?
here. It's right here.
Oh, yeah,
June 8th.
June 8th, it's Tuesday.
On a Tuesday, it's always on a Tuesday.
And it's only fair to honor fathers because it's a 50-50
Yes,
arrangement, 50-50.
yeah, we're,
You have
we're gonna have, now we're gonna have another, one of my friends, who's an actress. She's going to read one about the fathers and another declamación. And then I'm gonna ask one of my students to read also.
Yeah, it was
I
very,
bring in my
very.
students.
Listen to, well, I think that some of these people who don't have a father, I mean, not they have fathers, but they're estranged or whatever.
Yes, it's
It behooves them to take some steps to maybe reunite.
Yeah, exactly.
Something. I think it's
Like I wonder, is that mother deceased or is she alive?
She's deceased. Her mother is deceased.
Just thinking, I wonder if just by seeing that if she would.
Is deceased.
But if they
She's
move
deceased.
some-
But she still had it.
So it made us think and it made us, have a
Oh,
conversation
God,
like right now, like being
I'm
a
gonna-
conversation.
for someone.
Yes.
Like today I was talking,
Yeah.
it makes you think,
And
it makes you reflect.
Yes, and it's real like. I said, so I'm writing the father's one because of that,
Of that.
but that's why I invited
But
you
you handled it very well.
to,
That it could happen to anybody.
it can happen, yes. That's why relationships are frail and, that fathers are human. And mothers not. So I invite you all to come and join us. Roxanne and I work real hard, right, Roxanne?
Thank you, Roxanne.
She is wonderful.
Did a lot of,
Yeah, I
it
think
takes a lot of coordination
the
and planning.
library staff, I mean. if
She
they
told
were-
me everything, I put everything in the PowerPoint, and it's to her. She's like,
Oh, yeah, and it's nice that you
Yes.
have your PowerPoint
Yes.
and I don't know how to do that, but
Yes, and then I
You do it,
revise it
Roxanne.
and we do, extra things and then we take off. But if I couldn't do it because I'm not good with PowerPoint.
yeah, no, but
I'm good at revising it.
but no,
Like
thank you.
setting it up and
You do a good job.
I really, I can't thank you enough for Roxanne.
May I ask something? On this garden club, I read it at home and I saw where it says exchange plants among members. That caught my eye.
Yes,
This
she wants to do it on a Saturday, I believe.
So this is virtual, isn't it? Or maybe-
No, well, we do curbside, we'll do, if we're still close to the
Well,
public,
it's in June, July, and August, so maybe the world.
maybe by then, but if we need to, we'll do curbside plant exchange.
Her plan
Okay,
is
but
to
not-
explain a little bit about the plants,
Mhm.
do like a little presentation, the different ones they have. And then she asked Ms. Solis if it was possible to have like an exchange in the parking lot
No,
for members to meet here and then they can exchange plants.
I see.
Maybe you can see which ones do you have?
Oh, yeah, with that freeze. I have over 100 pots. I mean, oh my goodness, like big backyard there, and I have about 100 pots, little ones, big ones, whatever. And I'd say about 80% of my plants, they're green, they're not very colorful, they're green. And, there's one or two that are, I don't know where to find them, but, if you exchange, who knows? Somebody may
That's
get
correct, you can get it.
it. People are, but that's very interesting.
I think it would be interesting to identify them and know what plants to have, if I have plants and don't know what they're called. Some of them.
I may be off my rocker, but I talk to the plants.
Uh-huh.
I remember meeting somebody, talk to your plants.
Yes, of course.
Say nice things.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we have all the programs. Any questions or comments on the recent and upcoming programs, library programs and everything? Are y'all
Just
set up
commend you,
there?
Ms. Solis. I commend you for all what you do. It's very worthwhile. And I hope a lot of people come. That's why.
Okay, now, item letter C, monthly statistics.
You do have those in your packet. And of course, anything that, is hardcover or hard copy, all that, those circulation numbers are going down, compared to last year. But, we still continue to see our e-collections, e-magazines, going up. So more and more people are using those resources.
I saw something on TV about how people still want to have the hard book.
And we're
Did you
still.
see that? They were like in a library, but there's nothing like holding a book, because, you know why? Because everybody's online, everybody's doing everything virtual, and then reading too. Oh gosh, your eyes get burned out. So this man was saying, I still enjoy touching that book, reading and turning to pages, man, actually.
You're taking it right out of my mouth. I say the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, and we still have people,
That come in
like,
with books.
no, they request them and take them to the car to them.
There's nothing like that.
Since school is almost over, but I mean, you get stacks for the AR books and hand them over to people in their car.
I'm glad.
There's still people who read those.
And that's
There's
good.
hope
We need
in
to
this world.
Yeah, because you're tired already of all day, you're
Looking at a screen.
doing the screen, with the virtual and studying the kid, and then continue reading a book online. No. I always get my
We
granddaughter.
used to call the little iPads. The iPads.
Yes,
The one
Kindle.
where you can read.
I love my Kindle because I can.
The Kindle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like the Kindle?
I like it just because it's so convenient.
Yeah.
And, after a certain, I like the big letters.
Oh, I see. Because a friend of mine wants me to get a Kindle and I'm thinking, I don't know.
I have one and I never use
You
it.
never use it, and you never use it. No,
I
I like
I
I'm sure that they're more updated. That one was a gift from many years ago, but it doesn't even have battery. It's not charged or anything. You have to charge it, right?
Yes.
But then you have to know what books you can order and write and get. So it's more technology.
More technology. I know how to download it. I know how to read it. To do anything else.
Okay, let's see, any questions on, this is the report for March, right?
Well, yes,
And there are, it's going to be for April. March and April. Okay, April. Well, it should be April, not March. Okay, so there's a correction there, month of April, right? Yes. Can you put that in the minutes
Yes,
that we made that correction? That's right, because you're always a month behind, right? Well, not that you're behind, but the numbers are from the previous month. Any questions, committee? What are the STEM kids? I'm sorry, I'm going back to I'm looking at the hand of the program. What are the STEM kids?
On the, under services?
No, I'm going back to the.
Oh, okay.
That's not the STEM kids. Is it like Legos or?
Some of them are, we have different ones, like, some squishy circuits and,
They're like for math and stuff, like we use the circuit boards and you connect them together to make like electricity, for it to make noise and stuff like that. The kiddos love playing with that. We even have like a little car.
And they can be checked out.
yes,
Yes,
like the squishy circuits is with Play-Doh, so when it comes back, Play-Doh gets thrown away and everything gets cleaned.
they have different ones.
They have-
mostly for like, it's more for math, engineering and all that type of.
Everyone got a library card. Are we supposed to renew them? I know I got it a long
Once
time
a
ago.
year, we just check your information.
Oh, okay.
They're still good.
I
Once
can
a
do it.
year,
I don't even know where my library card is, so I guess I need to get a new one.
You might.
In case I want to check out something for my granddaughter.
You can renew your card over the phone.
Over the phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They just check here and just to live here, I mean,
Okay.
update the information.
Okay, anything else? Okay, library advisory committee members absence.
So we have Roberto Ortiz, Ms. Maribel Valdez Rodriguez, and Mrs. Esmeralda.
President. What's up with that? Remember before the pandemic, we were like also concerned about not being absent
Mhm.
because we would be kicked down if we would have 3 consecutive absences or something like that. What's up with all that?
We're still following up. We actually have a training to renew our, the information, so we have it on Friday. The liaison.
Follow what the ordinance says about the absences.
Not on this
The
committee,
meeting.
but on the other committee, we've had to write a letter of forfeiture. And that the city secretary and the.
And so the members are not allowed to. I mean, they don't take that literally.
Yes, but that we're supposed to be following those guidelines.
And you usually give us a report of how many absences we have.
Yes, in the biannual report, we let you know. Because we do need to turn in, twice a year, we turn in attendance for our committee.
So Liz, do we have all the representatives at the committee members?
Oh, we do.
At district day?
Correct. Alisa Figueroa, who's her?
It's still Mr. Ortiz, as per the rules, if she hasn't appointed
Oh,
anybody.
she was also Mr. Ortiz is from District Eight.
District eight.
I had no idea.
I believe so, right?
Yes.
Oh,
So there's no vacancy then?
No,
Okay.
As long as she doesn't appoint anybody because.
She continues attending.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
So
then,
we have all.
Okay, I
Everybody.
didn't know. I didn't know that he was District Eight. I thought there was a vacancy. Good to know.
all righty. Items for next meeting, anybody have any items for next meeting?
We are scheduled for June 30th at 5 PM, and of course, we'll probably continue with the hybrid until everybody's comfortable coming back.
I'm just gonna probably request an item there to let us know when you open,
And what we're doing.
how's it going, how did it, what adventures you
Are we
experiencing?
well, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we will have some good for you. We'll see. I mean, we're ready, like I said. I mean, if
Yeah,
they tell
there's
us
not
to.
much more you can do.
Mhm. I am gonna, because I do have about 15 staff members that are in different departments.
I'm still worried about the wording. I still, masks are not, as a courtesy to others. We suggest, you can put suggestions, put it in a nice way.
We can
No,
take somebody out for not
you cannot
wearing
take
it.
it, but, as a courtesy to others.
Mhm.
That's
Encourage.
That's what keeps popping in my head as a courtesy to others. We encourage you to wear masks because because not everybody is vaccinated. Because we have 40-50% in Laredo. I don't know
I
what
think
is the
it's a little more
percentage.
than that.
More than 50-50.
Still not
Let's say, but not everybody because only, not everybody's vaccinated. So we encourage as a courtesy to others to wear the mask. I think most people wouldn't mind. And the ones who wouldn't, I think Laredo has been pretty good.
I think they are.
They haven't been like crazy people that you see on the internet that. That come out.
Well, it's because they've seen what happened.
Yes.
I guess everybody's knows of someone that lost their lives or in their own family.
Right. I'm sure we all know at least one or two.
Yes.
Who passed. Not only had it, but passed. I know several who passed.
Yeah.
And so.
Miss Solis. Miss Solis, when is the next meeting?
June 30th,
Okay, at 5:00?
5:00, yes.
Oh, okay, I just put it on my calendar. I'm gonna have to excuse myself. I have an
Someone to make a motion for adjournment. And I do. I make the motion. Okay. Do I hear a second? Melly, you
I second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Wow, it was a good, very
Good meeting.
productive meeting. It's approximately. Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. You all
Thank
take
you.
care.